If you're getting a sense of deja vu, ignore it. Okay, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something so much fun. So I didn't do this for December. I didn't do this for December, and I didn't do it for January because I had some stuff going on with like school and everything. And I was like, you know what? I don't have the mental capacity right now to deal with TBRs. I am just going to read whatever I want to read because I was stressed out because of school. I was stressed out because of my grades, and I was like, I can't do this right now, but we're good. We're in the clear. We got past that hurdle, and now we can bring back TBRs. So this is not going to be it's not going to be a long video. We're just going to be deciding what I'm going to be reading for this February. So, as for February, I know a lot of people are like doing like, oh, readathons. There's like a bunch of readathons. I have been completely MIA about readathons, but I know there's been a ton of readathons happening out there. And romance, obviously, we're in the month of love. I love Valentine's Day. Like, even though like I don't have a boyfriend and I'm not like looking for a boyfriend, like I love Valentine's Day because I just love I just love how pretty it is, right? Like where there's red hearts, pink hearts, and it's just like a heartfelt holiday. Like not even just for like significant others, but like your friends. Like I love doing Valentine's with my friends, or like family. I love to take out like my little cousin. We go out to eat, you know, like just a fun time to be with your loved ones. And I like it. I think I hated it as a teenager because I always had, and as honestly when I was like younger, like 19, 20, because I just felt like I needed a date always or else I was a loser. And now as an adult, I'm like, that is so not the case, and I love Valentine's Day. So I had done this game because I have a game now. I don't know what it's called yet, but it's just letterboxd chooses my TBR for the month. And basically what I do is, I think I told you guys that I watch a lot of movies, and so I wanted to incorporate that somehow onto this channel. So I was like, let's do a fun game about it. So I have like these like little like not even like note cards, they're just like little like game cards, and I have a random number generator on Google, and I just pick a number between 1 and how many movies I've watched, 348, and it just tells me which one I should do. And I go to the corresponding number and I just look at the genre. So if it's a drama, if it's a comedy, if it's a rom-com, I go according to that. But because it's February and because I kind of want to read a little bit more romance, because why not? I'm not really going to follow, like let's say for example, I land on The Wolf of Wall Street. That's a drama movie. I'm not going to pick up like a dramatic book. I'm just going to pick up whatever corresponds. Like if it's, for example, it's like a drama, right? And it's The Wolf of Wall Street. So I'm like, okay, that's a drama. And I pick up like one of the drama cards and it says, read a book that's more than like 400 pages. I'm not going to like try to find like a very dramatic, like serious book. I'll just find whatever fits the criteria. I think that's how I did in November, but that's how I'm going to be doing it so far. So if I did it differently in November, this is how it's going to be going so far. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I think I'm planning on reading between 8 to 10 books. I'll see how generous and how nice the number generator, Google, whatever is to me. And if it's nice to me, then we'll go for 10. If it's not so nice, if it's giving me like read a book that's like read a book that you don't want to read or something, then we'll stick to 8. 253. So this is 1, 2, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Another Cinderella story. Okay, so another Cinderella story is a romance, it's a rom-com, obviously starring Chad Michael Murray. Oh my god, that totally, why did it take me so long? Chad Michael Murray, and of course Hilary Duff. It's a retelling of Cinderella, but like in modern times. Very cute. Okay, so for that one, I'm going to be doing Bought for the Cover. Oh, okay. Bought for the cover. Bought for the cover. Honestly, this one. You Reach Sam. Look at how gorgeous it is, right? Hold on. Look at how gorgeous and pretty. And so this one is basically just like a very, very sad book. Basically, her boyfriend dies, right? And Sam, her boyfriend, dies. And basically what happens is I think he leaves a voicemail for her be like the last time. That's why it says how to move forward when everything you love is on the line. Oh my god. So he dies. She basically is like warning him, and she calls his phone one last time to just hear his voice, and he picks up. And they just start talking like that. And essentially it's like, what do you like, how do you move on, right, if you can still talk to the person who's not here anymore? And so every time she calls his phone number, he picks up, but he's dead. So it's supposed to be really, really sad. Like, everybody who's read this has been like destroyed by this book. Like, it's been crazy. I'm really excited to read it. I honestly think this might be a good month for it. Why not February? It's been on my TBR forever since it came out. Oh no, since I got an ARC for it. And I literally had an ARC for it, and I never do this. Okay, when I get an ARC for something, I don't buy it. Like 99% of the time, I will not buy the actual physical book if I have the ARC. But like, this cover was so beautiful. I was like, I need it now. Okay, so then the next number is 214. Oh, thank God, it's still on the same one. So that was the next page. No, 3. 1, 2, 3. Spider-Man Homecoming. Okay, so that one obviously is the action. So what is that one? Fantasy, right? So fantasy. Okay, so this one is set in space or sci-fi. Which one should I read for that one, guys? Oh, I'm gonna read this one. No. Do I have anything here? Because this is like kind of like my like current TBR that I really want to get to. Oh, perfect. Yes. This is the one that, I don't know if it's set in space, but it's a library book and I want to read it. So this one's called Winter's Orbit, and this one is by Verena Maxwell. So basically we have a Prince Cam, and he is a disappointing minor royal and the Emperor's least favorite grandchild, but he has been called upon to fulfill his obligation of marriage to the representative of the Empire's newest and most rebellious vassal planet. His future husband, Count Janine, is a widower and murder suspect. Neither of them want to be wed, but there's a conspiracy happening around them that forces them to join together. They have to like work together. I'm really excited to read this one. I liked another book that was similar to this one. I don't know what it's called. I don't remember, but I gave it like 3 or 4 stars. It's kind of like a Finn Poe retelling. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. So I'm excited to read this. I had an ARC for this, but I wanted to read it physically. I was like, I'm really excited for this. It's been on my, this one has also been on my TBR forever. And obviously there's like some romance element to it. And I saw it one day in my library in like the newest books shelves. I was like, ooh, yes, that's the one. So it's perfect because it's due like in a couple of weeks. So there you go. Okay, and then after, so that's 2. Let's see. Am I feeling, is this good? Okay. No, let's get 4. Oh, okay. Right. Easy. Number 4. Literally number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? The Jungle Book. The Jungle Book. Okay. So this one, I guess, is a fantasy, right? Or is it? No, because it's not a comedy. Yeah, it's a fantasy because that's horror. Okay, yeah, it's a fantasy. So this one is multiple narrators. A book that has multiple narrators. You say? Multiple narrators? Oh, duh. Jade War, or this one is, it does not really multiple narrators, but each chapter follows pretty much a different like member of the Call family, and we can like read obviously like their thoughts and what they're feeling. So it pretty much is like having different narrators. So this is the second book of the Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee. Obviously the Jade City, the first book was like literally, Jade City was like my favorite book of 2021. So I'm really excited to continue the series or saga. I kind of took a break of it, but I've been realizing that when I read series, I've kind of been enjoying them more when I don't binge read them, when I kind of take some time in between and then get back into them, just because, I don't know, I just feel like the anticipation like makes me enjoy it more when I delve back into the world. But that doesn't happen with all of them, because there are also some series that I feel are too complex that if I take too long away from it, I will pretty much forget a lot. So this is not one of them. I literally think about Hilo like once every single day. Like, what do you want me to say? Want me to explain myself? I can't. So yes, this one will be in February. Perfect. I miss Hilo so much. I miss Hilo like so much. I feel like an abandoned wife. Why am I doing this to myself? I need to get back into that world and see what he's up to. Even though he has a beloved, but you know, it's fine. After that, we have 142. So what did I say? 96, perfect. No, 72, 144, 144. Oh, perfect. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, The Empire Strikes Back by obviously that's the Star Wars, the second one of the original trilogy. So that one, of course, is a fantasy. I feel like I've been getting a lot of fantasies. This one is recommended by your favorite YouTuber. Cool. Oh my god, fun. Okay, so who should I do like recommended by? Recommended by my favorite YouTuber. Oh, okay, this one. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This one I have seen. Hold on, let me just confirm that. Yeah. So this one is It Happened One Summer. I just love Tessa Bailey, but who sold it to me was Chandler from Chandler Ansley on here on YouTube. Basically, how she sold it to me was that it was Alexis from Schitt's Creek. I don't know if you guys watched that movie, but Alexis is like, she's amazing. She's funny, she's smart, she is smart, but she's also sarcastic. She's a little bit of a princess. Oh, she is a princess. She's also kind of clueless, but she's sweet. Like, she's amazing. I love her. I love the entire family. I love Schitt's Creek. You should watch it if you haven't. Basically, she gets sent to Westport to, basically it's kind of like Cowbells. Remember Cowbells, that Disney movie where two girls are so spoiled that the dad sends them to work at his factory to like make them learn responsibility. Basically, her and her sister have been caught up with some stuff in the paparazzi, and her dad sends her to Westport to her stepdad sends them to Westport, Washington, to learn some responsibility by running their late father's dive bar. And she meets Brendan Taggart, the big bearded sea captain, and he's like gruff, he's like a manly man, and obviously you see her, she's like a princess. I'm excited to read this one. There is kind of like a similar romance to this in Cowbells that I was obsessed with. I'll put a picture of like the romance that I was obsessed with. It pretty much was like this. He was like the farmer and she was like the heiress to like her dad's like company. Loved them. It was it Ali or was it AJ? And then it was the actor that played Michael in The Vampire Diaries. Love them. I'm excited to read this one because I love Tessa Bailey. I've heard good things about this. Chandler gave it 5 stars. She really enjoyed it. It's been like in a lot of her books. Like she's been recommending to people, like a lot of her videos that she's been recommending to people. And I'm just excited to read this one. Tessa Bailey never disappoints, except for her third act breakup scenes. But maybe we'll have a win here. Okay, so that's 4. We're halfway there. I think I'm gonna do 8 because I will have some Kindle Unlimited books that I want to read, but that's for another video because obviously this is my physical TBR. And then the next one is 96. 96, yeah. Predator. So that's horror. A psychological thriller. Okay, I have the one. Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. This one is, I've read Karen Slaughter's Good Daughter. She's really good. She's really good at leaving you unsettled and at leaving you basically distraught. So this one I've heard is probably one of, if not her best work, and also the most messed up. So I'm excited. Basically, 20 years, it's been more than 20 years since Claire and Lydia last spoke. Claire is the glamorous trophy wife of an Atlanta millionaire, and Lydia is a single mother dating an ex-con. They have never recovered from their sister Julia's disappearance and the shocking murder of Claire's husband. And there now is a vanishing of a teenage girl and the killing of a middle-aged man. And they don't know what connects them, but they have a feeling that it might have something to do with their sister's disappearance. So I'm really excited to read this one just because, like I said, everybody says it's like super messed up and it's like super crazy and it's probably like her best work. So Literally say less. I'm excited. I want to read this one so badly. And it's literally, again, been sitting on my TBR forever. Like, right after I picked up The Good Daughter, I picked up this one, and I was like, I've heard so many good, like, vents and rants about this one that I basically, people were just pushing it down everybody's throats for good reason. So, there you go. Okay, and then 204. So that is Columbus. Oh, Columbus was a good one. Columbus was a good one. That was a good movie. So that one's drama. On your shelf for a year. So a book that has been on my shelf for a year. Book that has been on my shelf for a year. This one has been on my shelf for a year. Yeah. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. The movie came out. People were very split about it. Some people hated it, some people loved it. So this one is basically the hating game. It's true kind of like hate to love romance. We have our two main characters, and I think they work together at a publishing company, right? At the, like, they're in that world, and they hate each other. They hate each other. And I'm pretty sure like they're both going up for the same promotion, and it's basically them just like fighting, right? Like pranking and everything. For that promotion. So I have heard that there's like tension, that there's like really good chemistry between them, that it really is a good hate to love, which honestly reminds me of Nicholas and what's her face in You Deserve Each Other, Nicholas and Naomi in You Deserve Each Other. They had like that whole prank war that was really funny, really good, like to read. I loved it. So it might be like similar to that vibe. And again, there are steamy scenes because it's a good romance. And I heard that she can be a little bit like quirky, not like other girls, but I haven't really heard too much like criticism about that. So I'm really excited to read this one. I feel like everybody has been loving this. Like, this is a really good staple, like, sweetheart in the book community. And like I said, they came out, right? Lucy Hale is our Lucy, and I don't know what the guy's name is for Joshua, but I heard that one was kind of like a hit or miss. Like it was a good casting for some people, but for some people they were like, no, I don't him as Joshua. So I think I might read this, and then I can watch it, right? February is also time for rom-coms, so I might watch this too. Yeah, so that's Sally Thorne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2 more. 38. 738, Annihilation, with Natalie Portman and Oscar Isaac. 5 stars. That's a really good movie if you should watch it. Okay, so this one is a book you meant to read last Halloween. House of Leaves by Mark C. Danielewski. I had meant to read this last Halloween, but I had midterms in October, so I knew that she's really thick. She's really thick. And when I first got this, I mentioned how it was, I think, Meg, Erin, and Kayla read this for the Literary Dead Book Club, and how they opened up the show by saying how they each differently like read it. And I said that when I read it, I was going to follow Erin's manner of reading. So basically in this one, we have like 2 points of views, right? Kind of. So we have this person who is literally recounting his time living in a haunted house. And at the same time, we have like footnotes and like the pages separated by the second point of view of the person who is verifying and kind of like doing his own scientific research on the claims of the guy in the haunted house. So some people have read it just like that, like just page by page, like just go back and forth for the point of view. Some people have read it chapter by chapter. So they for example, the first chapter, they read the entire point of view, just the person in the haunted house, and the second point of view, the person in doing the second research. Then they go to the second chapter, like that. Or you can read it like if you read the entire book, just one point of view, and then you come back and you read the other point of view. So those are like different manners to read it. So I think I'm gonna do it like how Erin did it, and I'm excited to read it. I heard it's really scary. I heard it's scary. Yeah, I heard it's scary. Like I said, I was meaning to read it in October, but I just couldn't because of school. But I feel like right now it's still kind of like somewhat relaxed in school, so I can still appreciate I can still do my due diligence and actually read it, and I'm excited. Okay, last one. Okay, and the last one is 172, 69, 170, 171, 172, Twilight. Twilight can fit it all. It's a drama, it's a romance, it's a fantasy, it's a coming of age, it's a horror. Like, it can fit it all. Let's do, okay, let's see. Let's do a coming of age. Let's do a coming of age, because I haven't done a coming of age. Choose your own. You see? Twilight always comes out. Twilight is always good for you. So for this one, I'm going to be reading Almond by Won Pyung-sun. Did I pick this up because Namjoon and Yoongi were reading this? Yes. This one is basically a coming of age. We have Yoon-jae, who was born with a brain condition, and it makes it hard for him to feel emotions like fear or anger. He doesn't have friends, but his devoted mother and grandmother provide for him. And everything changes when a shocking act of random violence shatters his world, leaving him alone and on his own. And to cope with his loss, Yoon-jae retreats into his isolation until troubled teenager Gon arrives. The two form a surprising bond, and when Gon suddenly finds his life at risk, Yoon-jae will have to step outside of his comfort zone and become the hero of his own story. I heard it makes you cry just because it's so like heartfelt. So I'm excited to read this, and I will probably give it 5 stars because it's gonna be good. But even if it's not, I don't even care. I'm biased. Literally, if Namjoon and I mean obviously yes, Yoongi, but like if like Namjoon says it's good, I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I changed my rating for the Midnight Library because Namjoon said he wanted to read it, and he said that, or no, because Namjoon said he wanted to read it, and then he read it, and then he said like how much it impacted him. I was like, you know what? Yeah, it impacted me too. Of course it did. So I changed it from 3 stars to 5 stars. But when I do that, like for this, for example, because I said like Namjoon and Yoongi, when I do that, I will let you know like what my actual rating is, and then I'm just giving it 5 stars because I am who I am. So the Midnight Library, I gave it 3 stars, but I am who I am, so I gave it 5 stars. So, okay, that is it for my video. I hope you guys liked my little game, and I hope I catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Go have a good reading month. I hope your reading month is amazing. That threw off my outro. And go read your favorite book for me.